love that moment where we stop playing the Bach and Chris's sound just emerges from the side of the auditorium, and it's just pure magic.
I just had this idea that I wanted to tie in this link which I've always felt between traditional music and Baroque music, and the approach, particularly to the fiddle, with the ornamentation and improvisation which would always have happened in Bach's time. But just wanting to highlight that by filling in the gap between the two Bach movements of Brandenburg Three, because he didn't write a slow movement in the middle.
Very honoured to be playing this music. It's amazing to be bringing something to life as well that has maybe been missing for such a long time. But as you say, this bringing together the styles, because I think I always felt coming up through learning music and then going to music college, music conservatoire, that there was such a link between the two musics. I couldn't believe that there was no discussion between this music in Scotland, that we had this traditional music and Baroque music. The thing that struck me most of all, I think, about the music is Bach being known for such strong structure and organisation in his music. I feel so free in the music that you've created to improvise as well. It's great because there's the sound world that we're playing with is so beautiful, and it's such a beautiful platform to kind of leap out from and let the notes just sparkle and shine and dance out of the, around the hall. Catriona, you mentioned the tempo, the slow pacing of it.
Yes, because when we knew you were writing a slow movement, yet there's so much momentum in this movement.
Yes, because at first it was more sounding like a slow movement, and then we realised that it needed that sort of forward thing happening for you to be freer, in fact.
The thing about improvisation, of course, is that in Bach's days, everyone improvised. I think probably for the majority of human history, or as long as people have been making music, people have been improvising. So it's quite a recent thing that we've stopped improvising. So for me, it's a very natural. It sort of comes out of the music, and so for me, it's not like a big deal to have improvising. I think it just adds to it, and it frees everything up, and it allows people to connect with this other sort of unpredictable magic.
Bach has used these 9 solo instruments, 3 violins, 3 violas and 3 cellos, and then the bass, and so you get this layering of colour, and that was something I really enjoyed doing in the context of slow music. So we always had this kind of resonance going on, which gave you something to sort of come out of. Because I was daunted sort of doing something that was meant to be part of a Bach piece, but I found that the structure became sort of evident, and I did a sort of system of harmony which was fairly logical, and then I think that was what gave you the freedom to do what you wanted to do with that.
The way that Chris and Catriona take us from the Bach into Sally's world with this beautiful improvisation, this little cadenza, which is different every night, and it fills the space differently according to the size of the hall, and it's been an absolute pleasure every single night.